And thanks. All of these protests taking place in the city of Hartford. Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin joining us live right now. Mayor, thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Ben. Good to be with you.
All right, want to start off with your speech outside the Hartford Police Department. You were speaking to a group of angry protesters who were frustrated that they weren't being heard. That same group saying that they had no interest in talking to a legislative leader like yourself. How do you think your message was received?
Look, I just went to listen, but the group asked me to speak, and I spoke from the heart. I think, as I said there today, if you're not heartbroken and disgusted by the murder of George Floyd, you are not a human being. And if you're not angry about it, you're not American. And I wanted to be there in person to listen and to hear, and I think that's important. I'll leave it up to others to talk about how they heard my message, but I just try to speak from the heart.
Mayor, at the same time, you have to stand behind and stand with your police department and Chief Thoty, simultaneously standing beside and with those protesting. Talk to me about that role that you had to play over this past weekend and today.
Look, I think that, first of all, I'm really proud of our community and our city, that the protests have been large and powerful, but also peaceful. And I think that when the protests are peaceful, there's not much of a line to draw there. You know, the protesters are out because they are angry and fatigued and sick and tired of what we have seen in the country for a long, long time, and by the murder of George Floyd. And our officers and our police leadership are horrified by that too. And the protesters are out there asking for policing that is rooted in accountability and transparency and a relationship of respect and trust with our community. And that's those are the values that our department aspires to. And when we fall short, we try to acknowledge it, do better, and hold ourselves accountable.
Mayor, I want to end on this note. There are a whole bunch of people watching the two of us right now who don't live in Hartford. They live all around the state of Connecticut. And before this started, a lot of them probably said that they didn't want to come to Hartford because they don't feel safe in the capital city. Many of those people might be working in Hartford. You live right in the center of the city, as do I. You're not only a mayor, you're a father to young children. Should these people feel safe? Do you feel safe with your kids in the city tonight?
Look, I love this city, and I am so proud of this city. Despite the very, very deep and real anger and frustration, our community came out forcefully to say enough is enough, but to do it as a community united in the goal of moving us forward. And I think that's something that we should all be proud of. But, you know, as a father of 3 kids, I also hope that we as America take this opportunity to try to heal wounds that have existed for a long, long time. And it is deeply disheartening and saddening and scary to see the president and others driving us farther apart. So for the sake of my kids, I hope that this is a time when we can all come together in what should be a unifying mission of building an America and communities across America that come closer to our ideals.
Peaceful and safe so far. Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin. Mayor, thanks for your time tonight as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Ben.